Okay, so Ferran Torres is on the score sheet. 5-2 FC Barcelona. Near post. It's been a pretty good performance. I think they're going to score a couple more goals. But the downside of this attacking football so far has been that, this season we were expecting that Hansi Flick would fix the defense, but it's still got holes in it, as we can see from the performance. The two goals Seoul scored, they shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. Some of the La Masia boys, they're about to come on. So we got Christensen as the CB center back. The thing with Hansi Flick ball is it's vertical, as you know, and with vertical ball, what happens is that it's the center backs that are involved in the build-up play, and that is why Ronald Araujo has brilliant goal by Gavi, a turn, a shot straight to the far right bottom corner. The captain Gavi scores 6-2, and we're looking at a pretty massive score line. Can they get to 10 goals? So yeah, as I was saying, whenever you're playing vertical football, the center backs have to be involved in the line breaking passes and the build up. And so that's why when Hansi Flick was at Barcelona, at Bayern, you saw a lot of passes into the final third by Joshua Kimmich. He was the highest, and then the two center backs. And that's the same with Barcelona last season. You saw Pau Kubarsi and these guys, the DM, De Jong, with a lot of line breaking passes into the final third. That's why Ronald Rojo has been a little slow to make his way as a starter, because his build up play isn't that strong. Gavi has been subbed off, and now we see Hernandez come on for him. Let's see how he does. Another thing is that Pedri, a lot of the coaches, they play him as a number 10, but Hansi Flick got it right when it came to Pedri, because you don't want to play Pedri and restrict him with his back towards the goal, because if you're a number 10, you're going to be playing high up. And you want a creative player like Pedri to have as much of the ball as possible. So when Pedri has the ball and him being creative, he has to do the link up play and everything. He's the metronome of Barcelona. So you want him near the DM and moving around up and down the pitch sideways. He's the guy who's going to link up with the wingers, with the fullbacks, the high fullbacks, switch the ball around from left to right, be the link up guy in between both flanks. And that's why, Hansi Flick got his role right. And he's also one of the guys who has a good work rate. He can track back, he can get in the box, he can even score goals. But yeah, that's something I think he should get more into the box and try to have more shots per game. Ooh, what a save. That should have been a goal, but anyways. So Barca is now playing a back two, a really high possession game, a very high line, and Tony Fernandez, Fermin Lopez making the runs behind the lines, creating space for Tony Hernandez. So yeah, Christensen. Yesterday there were rumors that if Barcelona get an offer for Ronald Araujo or Christensen, if it's a good offer, they might offload them. Well, okay, fine, but the thing is that if we look at what Hansi Flick said in his latest press conference before the match, he was acting totally surprised that where are you guys getting these rumors from? So
You mean Ronald?
Uh, yeah,
Why? Why he should leave?
no, I don't know because his name is always.
But you know that there's a lot of names are in the media and also speak about that. There are a lot of rumors, but at the moment I have no signal from him or from any other player. I think we had a really good team, so I said I think the quality also in the team now it's very good. Every position we have double the position, In some positions also we have three players.
That's not happening. I don't think there are going to be any more transfers. If there is any, well, some players going to have to leave. At this point, I think they're more interested in getting the 80% wages from Ter Stegen and register Juan Garcia and Rashford. So they're pretty much done this transfer window, but if something happens, it'll probably happen late. Yeah, for that, somebody will have to leave. And with the way Christensen is playing, with the way he's connecting, the vertical build up play that Hansi Flick ball requires, I doubt Christensen is going to be leaving. He's here to prove himself after that injury. And he's one of the guys, under Xavi Hernandez, he was playing as a midfielder. So he's got those attributes where he can connect with the forwards, and then he was also going up near the final third and taking shots from there, even from inside the box. So Christensen is not about to leave. I don't see that happening. As far as the Rojo, I think this season he's gonna work really, really hard. He's a fighter. He's gonna train and he's gonna work on those line breaking passes. I don't see him leaving either. So how does Barcelona improve its defensive structure? Because fine, they've got that offside trap. That's the best in the world. More than double the offside traps of the next best team. They had that last season. But that's not going to work season after season because teams are going to, figure it out and make those late third man runs and all that, especially the good teams. But, even with a team like FC Seoul, we've seen two goals being scored. Fine, one was a mistake by Lamine, but one was a counterattack. And these things shouldn't be happening because, for example, if you look at PSG, Luis Enrique, they play a high line. They play a very big possession game. Even against Barcelona, if they want possession, when they played against Xavi's Barca, Barcelona didn't have the major share of the ball. So even with that, they hardly concede. Fine, Maresca and Chelsea, they got them in the Club World Cup final. But then again, that was a one-off game, and Maresca, he's also from that Pep Guardiola school of thinking. But overall, if you look at it, PSG hardly concede goals. So we got to figure out, what's the best plan for Hansi Flick ball to not concede that many goals. Because even at Bayern, when he was the Bayern coach, it was really hard to score against Bayern. But as compared to other Bayern coaches, they were conceding more goals under Hansi Flick. The good part is that they were scoring a lot of goals. So they had this average of over 3 goals per game. That's what Barcelona did last season as well. But then it's really hard to win the Champions League if you don't have a good defense. So they've got that goalkeeper who's a shot stopper. They wanted him. They got him. That's good. But other than that, they're still going to have to work on their defense. So that's the area of concern I see this preseason. And again, we see another counterattack going on right now. And yes, look, another goal. And it was another late run. The offside trap didn't get triggered properly. And 3 goals from FC Seoul. This is not good. So the defensive side, Barcelona have to work on it. Hansi Flick's got to do something about it. Roony, he's dropped in as a number 10. Ooh, what a nice shot. Turned and shot. But as a 10, he's connecting. Well, he's not really a 10, but obviously he's a winger who's drifting inside. And he's connecting really well with Tony. Both had a good shot. Then we've also seen Fermin Lopez. He's Barca's pure 10, the perfect backup for Dani Olmo. The best thing about Fermin Lopez, he knows how to get in the box. He has that knack for taking a shot. Those shots are really good. They go inside the goal. With Dani Olmo, you got injury concerns. Barca do need that number 10. And then Gavi is one of those players who can play as a backup for Frankie de Jong when Barca don't have any injuries. He's also one of those players who can play as a number 10 as well. So he's one of those guys who can fit in anywhere, even sometimes give Pedri some rest. That's where the weakness is for Barcelona, that if Pedri gets injured, they don't have a player of that quality who can step in as a backup. Like Gavi's good and all that, but none of these players are anywhere near as good as Pedri when it comes to the attributes that are required. So yes, Ferran Torres, he scored a goal. It's 7-3. Barca are rocking. Downside, what they've got to worry about and what they got to fix, because if they want to win the Champions League. And yes, it was Rashford that passed to Ferran Torres. So an assist for Rashford. Last game against Kobe, he got a pre-assist. Rashford is looking promising, although he hasn't had much time to train on the ball, on the pitch with these guys, as Hansi Flick was saying in his press conference. So yeah, this season again, Barcelona is gonna play that 4-2-3-1. They're gonna build up with that 4-2 block, and if the other team is high pressing, like we just saw, the goalkeeper is gonna launch it all the way up to Rashford. And okay, Rashford, he was gonna get that goal, man. So yeah, his dribbling is a little slow. He's trying, but I think he can get up to pace. He's only 27 years old, so this is the peak. And no better coach to train him than Hansi Flick. I think he's gonna be back to his best ever. We might see some Thierry Henry level stuff from this guy. Hopefully. All right, this was our first space. We'll be having a lot more spaces. Join us next time.
The important thing was that we every player nearly get 45 minutes. So because it's very hot and we train good and on this level also to first half I was very so with the beginning I was really appreciated about that, but then we lost a little bit the concentration, so we made too many mistakes. And the second half was good. I'm really happy how the young team are doing this. Gavi as a captain, really he pushed his team. Was good to see him on this level. So for this match, the second match, also was going so many goals. It's okay, it's good, but also we know that we have to work also in the defense. I think it's more in the training. Also, of course, we want to win every match, but what I see in the training is really good. They play really good. We have a high quality in the training, and this is what I want to see, because the training is that where you improve as a team, and as in a match you can control if everything is good, and then today was a lot of good, but also some things working we can do better. No, they are really the fans are really unbelievable. A lot of fans around the hotel where we are, a lot of fans, and they support us a lot here. We are really happy to see this, because Barca here is they have a great supporters, a lot of supporters. So it's good to see it.